Welcome back to Bill's Bets and Beers. It's been a little bit, but we got Andrew back here. We're doing our college conference championships this week. No top five, but we got doing just going through the top ones that are going on this week and just breaking them down. Bring Andrew in. Got Andrew, the myth, the legend, going on here.
No,
The,
that's what I'm talking about.
the
Yes,
college guru. He knows everything from
Chad,
1980 up till now in college. He can name you all the stats without even looking them up.
Chad, that is probably not true, but I appreciate the set up the legend. I need you to do me a huge favor before we get going. This is as your friend. I'm going to need
Yeah.
you to say the following phrase for me.
Mhm.
Rabbit, rabbit.
Rabbit, rabbit.
If you say it on the first of the month, you'll have good luck for the whole month. So you're welcome.
Okay. Hopefully, I need a lot of it.
Yeah, maybe like in life, or at least on the Bills, they're
Oh
going to
my
win
god.
out, not lose again, and make the Super Bowl. But I'm here to talk about college, so
Yep.
go Bills. But let's focus on college. Okay, so this is conference championship weekend. So in college, it'd be like, imagine if each division in football played a championship. Like if the two
Mhm.
best teams in each division played a championship, the best two teams in every conference, the ACC, the SEC, the Big 10, the Big 12, the Pac 12, the two best teams from the entire season are playing each other. Sometimes they're rematches.
Yep.
So to jump right in, just because it's happening right now, Oregon versus Washington, Michael Penix Jr. versus Bo Nix. These two teams met back in October, and Oregon played tough, lost a close one to Washington, 3-point loss. That's the only loss Oregon has had all year. Washington hasn't lost at all. So they're rematched now. They're playing at this very moment. It's a close game. By the time this goes
Yeah.
out, it might be close to over. So we won't talk specifically. I will say my prediction before the game was Oregon would get revenge. And I think that the winner of this game, by the way, is going to the college football playoff. I think they're a lot. Whoever wins this game is locked in. So
Yeah.
it's
It's
a
crazy.
high stakes game.
It's crazy. The spread's only one. It was. I think it probably was only 1.5 starting off.
Yeah, I mean, these are two really evenly matched teams. This could go either way. It's a toss up, really.
Yeah. It looks like a pretty good game. 2017 right now. Third
Yeah,
quarter. Midway
yeah.
through.
And both the quarterbacks are star quarterbacks. So both these guys are in contention for the Heisman. When we first were talking Heisman back in October, Michael Penix Jr. was the guy to be. A funny thing has happened since then. Bo Nix, his counterpart on Oregon,
Yeah.
has sort of become the front runner here. So Bo Nix could secure himself the Heisman tonight with a big win.
Ooh. Some foreshadowing, maybe. Up in
Perhaps.
there.
We will see. This is an awesome game, and it's the start of a really fun conference championship weekend. This is a fun time of the year for college football.
Oh, definitely. This is where meat and potatoes come in, where everything
This
comes
is it.
together.
This is where we start to really kind of have our final picture of who's going to be contending. Who are the four teams that are going to go to the playoff? But we'll know actually by Sunday what the 4-team playoff will be.
That's gonna be awesome. Nice thing coming up. So talk about those. Let's see. What are some big conference championship matchups?
Well,
I know there's only a couple of them. So
in addition to the game I just described, the
yeah.
Pac-12 championship, there's a few other great ones occurring tomorrow. There's the I think the headliner is the SEC championship, which is undefeated and two-time champion Georgia taking on a one-loss Alabama. Georgia has not lost a game in 2 years. You know what team Georgia last lost to 2 years ago?
Alabama.
Correct. So if anyone can beat Georgia, it's Alabama.
And didn't they lose? Didn't they already face each other earlier too, or no?
They have not faced each other this
Okay.
season. Alabama's sole loss was versus Texas, and we're going to get to Texas in a little bit. That is Alabama's only loss. Alabama started the year looking really shaky, and now they look like one of the hottest teams in the country, and Nick Saban might have done it again. However, you got to get past Georgia. So this is going to be a clash of titans tomorrow.
Yeah. What happened with that? I didn't get to watch too much, but what happened with that Ohio State Georgia game? I heard Georgia just basically not manhandled, but they
Ohio State, Georgia from last year.
Oh, who put? No. Sorry, it was Ohio, Michigan. Sorry, that's what I
Ohio
was right.
State, Michigan.
That's what it
So
was.
that was Ohio State hung around, but Michigan was the better team. And because of that, Michigan will be playing for the Big Ten championship tomorrow versus Iowa.
Mm.
And that gets a little
The
wonky there.
Huskers.
Yeah, that one gets a little strange because Iowa is definitely not the second best team in the Big Ten. The second best team in the Big Ten is still Ohio State. But because they lost last week, Iowa gets to go to the
Oh,
conference championship to play
yeah.
Michigan. Iowa has 2 losses. They have a good defense, but nobody thinks this team's beating Michigan. Michigan's probably a pretty solid favorite, I'm going to guess. And I imagine Michigan will win that game tomorrow.
Was Michigan even favored for that game? I thought Ohio State was coming in a little bit like.
Well, the tricky part with Michigan is their coach, John Harbaugh, was suspended for 3 games. He'll be back tomorrow, but he was not coaching on the sidelines versus Ohio State, so they didn't have their head coach. But they prevailed. They actually used it as a rallying cry, said they did it for their coach, and they prevailed. It was a good game. Michigan now has beat Ohio State 3 years in a row, and that's a huge rivalry. So Ohio State's getting a little anxious. It's been 4 years since they last beat Michigan.
Oh, wow. That's brutal. That's a rivalry, though. I mean, they bounce back and forth every so many years anyway. So
yeah, that's how it works. Yep. So that's Michigan, Iowa. Big 12 is a good one. That one is Texas, who beat Alabama this year. Their only loss is to Oklahoma. Texas taking on Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is noteworthy because they have the best running back in the country, Ollie Gordon. He'll be in the NFL soon. But Texas, with a win over Oklahoma State, is going to have a real chance to make the playoff for the first time. This might be the best Texas team we've seen since Colt McCoy was there.
Ooh. Interesting. That's a good name call out there. Colt McCoy.
Yeah, it's been 12 years since Texas was as good as they are right now.
And that's crazy because that's where all the big high school players come out of too.
The Alabama recruits in Texas, they steal all of them, but Texas is coming up. Another big one, ACC, Florida State versus Louisville. Now, Florida State's undefeated. Florida State with a win will go to the college football playoff. Here's the sad part for them. Their star quarterback, Jordan Travis, the heart and soul of the team, torn ACL, out for the season. So their backup is in. So now you're thinking, are they going to be able to win this? Did their season go down the drain, or can they win without him? There is precedent for this. I'm going to give you 2 examples. In 2014, Ohio State lost their starting quarterback. Their backup came in, and they ended up winning the national championship in 2014. And I'll give you an NFL comparison. Nick Foles.
Yeah,
Eagles.
Eagles.
2017, backup came in, helped lead them to the Super Bowl. It can be done with a backup quarterback. There's precedent for it.
If the system's there. And that's the backup quarterback just has to come play basic system quarterbacking.
Correct. That's what we'll find out tomorrow. We'll see what this team is made of. Their backup comes in. Can they still? They're undefeated. I mean, everything's right in front of them still. So I'm going to be interested to see how they look with their backup quarterback in. It's Rule 76. No excuses. Play like a champion.
Yep. Next man up mentality. Keep coming on.
Exactly.
He's been there waiting to take his time to get into the limelight, and now it's his time. But it's a big moment.
You got to do it. No excuses. Play like a champion.
Yep. The stars always shine, they say.
Yep. And then what is there any other? The Pac-12, the SEC. Those are the big ones. Those are the big games. This the regular season is over. There's only about 5 games tomorrow, but these are think of them as wild card weekend in the NFL. These are games where winners are going to go to the playoff and losers are going to be eliminated. And it starts tonight. This game right now, Oregon, Washington. The winner of this game will be in the playoff. The loser of this game will not be in the playoff. It's that simple.
That makes sense. I mean, and it's crazy because, like I said, they faced off long enough ago that they're back in this matchup together.
Yep. So a fun weekend for sure.
So definitely rounding off that. Let's go on some players to watch. Big games. You named a couple of them. Bo Nix.
Yeah, I think Bo Nix and Michael Penix Jr. are fun names to watch. I think our Heisman is down to 3 players. I think it's Bo Nix. I think it's Michael Penix Jr. I think it's Jaden Daniels, quarterback for LSU. He's not playing this weekend. His team actually has 3 losses, but he has been. Remember when Joe Burrow was at LSU and Joe Burrow won the Heisman?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jaden Daniels has surpassed all of Joe Burrow's statistics.
Ooh.
So there are some people who say, well, just because his team wasn't as good, Jaden Daniels was so good, he actually beat Joe Burrow's records. Perhaps he should get it. I think those 3, though, are contending for it. My gut says if Bo Nix wins this game tonight, he's going to be your Heisman winner. That's what my gut says. So I say Bo Nix and Michael Penix Jr. the players to watch tonight. Tomorrow, guys you want to keep an eye on, Tate Rodemaker. He's the backup quarterback for Florida State. He's going to see if he can pull a Nick Foles. So you're going to want to keep an eye on him. He's stepping in as the backup quarterback. What can Florida State do with him?
See what NIL deal he gets out of it, you know?
Yeah.
This is big for him now with NILs out there.
Suddenly
it's a big thing.
Spotlight. Another player I want to watch tomorrow, Quinn Ewers. He's the Texas quarterback, star player, but he has a very famous backup behind him right now. In college, the backups usually are backups not because they're bad, it's because they're freshmen, right? So he's just a senior, junior. His backup is Arch Manning. Yeah, the man is Peyton and Eli's nephew.
Red shirting down there, red shirting back there.
So I wonder how he plays. This is his team still, but if he throws 2 interceptions, when does Arch come in?
And they've been talking Archie up for years now.
Next year, Arch is the future of Texas. But right now, this is still Quinn Ewers' team. I want to see if he holds on, gets him in, submits his legacy, and then goes to the NFL. Next year, it's Arch's team.
I didn't follow too many Mannings in college. Is that a college that they went to as well, or is that just something like?
It's actually not. Funny enough, Eli went to Ole Miss, Mississippi, and Peyton went to Tennessee. So Arch is doing his own thing. He's the only first Manning to go to Texas.
Interesting. I mean, he found legacy still, but just in a different area, different conference.
Yeah. So, and then Arch is the future. Give it 3 years, he'll be in the NFL. So it's going to be fun to watch his career take off at the collegiate level. Because in 2026 he'll be drafted in the NFL.
Yeah, maybe he'll be a Jets quarterback.
You know what? By then Rodgers might be done for sure. They might need someone, so you might not be off. And then one other name is Ollie Gordon. I mentioned him. He's the best running back in the country. He will be playing against Texas tomorrow, and I'm really interested to see how he does. He's the best running back that school has had since the late 80s, a guy named Barry Sanders.
Yeah, I was going to say, what about that wide receiver, the best wide receiver that was going out there? And he's not playing this weekend, but...
He's not playing this weekend, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Do you think he still has a shot for the... Do you think he just blew it out?
I think he needed to beat Michigan, and I think with the loss, he's kind of done now. One other name I want to mention is Jalen Milroy. He's the quarterback for Alabama. He's a guy, I think I mentioned this before, he reminds me, has the same first name. He reminds me a lot of Jalen Hurts when Jalen Hurts was at Alabama. So Jalen Milroy is sort of like Jalen Hurts 2.0. I do think he'll be in the NFL, and I actually think he sort of plays a similar sort of run, the push-tush. This guy sort of does all those things Hurts does. Whether that'll be allowed in a few years, I don't know. But he embodies a lot of what Hurts does. So just another name to keep an eye on this weekend.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think it's be hard for them to take that away because I don't know. They also took off the jumping off the backs of other players to block field goals too. So that seemed fair enough then.
So yeah, that's it for players to watch and the Heisman.
Oh yeah,
obviously in 1 week. We'll know in 1 week, Chad. Tomorrow is a week away. So a week from tomorrow.
Yep.
Somebody wins the Heisman. So we're close now. And like I said, I think it's a 3-horse race. Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr., or Jalen Daniels. My gut says, and maybe when we get to your parlay, I'm gonna help you make a bet. Bo Nix, I think, is going to win the Heisman this year.
Okay. It's update. It's 23-20 Oregon
Yeah.
with 150 left in the third quarter. So you still got a whole quarter left.
Yeah, this is a battle. This is going to be a game that comes down to which quarterback has the ball last. That simple. I mean, this is game of the year kind of stuff for college right now. This is a fun one.
Oh, definitely gonna be interesting. Unless that guy it has to be 24. Oh, they must have went for 2 or something.
Yeah.
Oh no, they got their points. They're 24 now.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, my fucking dog scared the shit out of me. Got his pig down there.
Yeah, so and that's it. There's not a lot to say with Heisman Watch because we're that close. I mean, at this point, it's a 3-horse race. There's not a lot of names left standing.
Well, I mean, yeah, like you said, it's good though. It's like I think it's nice to see Penix come back in and get back into it.
Penix could win it too. If he goes off here in the fourth quarter and they win it, he's right back in it.
It's funny. Oh, as soon as he wasn't doing the pig until I unmuted myself again. Little shithead. But okay, enough with that. But so we can go into building something real fast.
Yeah, let's do a little parlay, my man.
Yeah, I gotta just add it to this drill real quick. You should barely replace that thing too. That's funny. I tried getting him to come over here so he could see it, but he didn't want to come over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Okay. So
well, we might as well have some fun with Oregon, Washington, since it's happening right now. I'm going to tell you right now.
Ooh, I like that. Oh no, I like this plus 4.5 for now.
Well,
because I don't think I think it'd be a 3-point game, wouldn't it?
I think what you do, yeah, I agree, and I also like the over. I think this is going to become a shootout. I think they're going to be trading touchdowns in a second here. It's already 23-17.
44.
Yeah, 44. I think there's 4 more touchdowns coming. I think this is going to be a shootout.
Yeah, okay, I'll put it on there. I'm gonna take this. I like this because I think they're gonna get it. I think they're gonna keep it within 4 points at least. Or
I agree. Now you see Oklahoma, Texas.
Yeah, 15. Holy shit.
Yeah, and I like Texas to cover that. I think Texas wins big to secure a spot in the college football playoff. I think Texas wins by close to 20, a little over that, maybe like 18-point win. I think they're going to be dominant.
That'd be big. That'd be big.
Yep. I just think it's going to be a convincing win.
And then you got that. Oh, I'm not touching those other ones. That's
Miami. Those. There's the one.
Georgia, Alabama.
You see it. I want you to click Georgia covering. I think they win by a touchdown.
Or at least that. I bet plus 14.
I think they win by 7.
Yeah, pig. He's being an animal with it right now. And Michigan, Iowa.
Yeah, Louisville, Florida State.
Yeah,
I like Louisville to cover.
It's only 1.5
game.
If they win, they're covering that. There's no way they're not.
And then Michigan, Iowa. Give me Michigan.
What do you think? What do you think about the over/under on this, though? I think they're going over 35, right? Or is it more of a defensive battle?
Under. It's defensive. Give me the under. And give me Iowa to cover, but not win. Iowa covers but doesn't win.
Oh, look at 1,200 too to win. That's crazy. That's wild, though.
Yeah.
Under 35 with a plus 22.
Yeah.
I mean, that would make sense.
Yep.
But are you seeing like a 17 14 game or something like that?
That's what I think it is. Michigan 21, Iowa 7.
Would cover, yeah, that sounds about right. Even if they get 10.
I think Iowa has a great defense, and I think Michigan has a good defense. I think Michigan has a better offense. Iowa has no offense.
That makes sense. You look at minus 24 with that big of a, it's crazy the spread's that big with that low of a over-under.
Right.
That's what's intriguing to me.
So this is a fun
7-legger.
Next week is Heisman. and then we start bowl season. On Sunday, Chad, we will know what the college football playoff is, and I will come back on with you to preview both the Heisman, the bowl season. I'll give you my favorite bowl games once they announce those, and then we'll preview the college football playoff. So we got a lot of fun things still to come this season. We're not done yet.
Oh, it's because I take my lives off. Oh, it's just the one thing I couldn't do. Interesting.
Place the bet, baby. Let's do this.
Yeah, well, I'll put $3 on it. I can win $18. Are you selling it? Or yeah. It's still a $3 bet. Oh, it's $18 this way.
My friend, I'd like to preview this beer for you, by the way. Okay.
Yep, hot water. Yeah, I've seen that before.
So for all my friends out there, maybe you're saying, look, I don't want to drink tonight, but I want to feel like I'm having a drink. This is good stuff right here. This is from a good brewery. It tastes like an IPA, but 0 alcohol. And when you got a little baby, it's nice to have 0 alcohol.
I can't. I mean, I get it. It's good though.
Cheers,
you want
my
to get
friend.
the taste without it.
Cheers, my friend.
With the Brick Blue Ranger, the freaking one of the most friends out there.
Go Bills. Go college football. Go Chad the legend.
Oh yeah. When you guys have a good weekend, got a nice good weekend coming up with everything going on. So, we'll do another video next week. Get the be championships.
Yeah, we'll now at that point we'll preview bowl season.
Yeah,
big bowl season coming up.
Yep, exactly. Okay, well, you have a good night, Andrew. Get some sleep.
Yeah,
Light the Christmas tree in the back. Gotta get mine up tomorrow. See you, man.
You the man. Good night, bro.
Good night. Well, that was Andrew. Got a nice little video in. Got to grab this little piggy for my dog. But you guys have a good night. Go Bills. And I'm out.